Hello everyone, and welcome to Fleet Plays Rule the Waves. Yeah, I know, we're back. We are actually back, and it's been a week, but we're back to rule the waves once again. I know it's been a fair old while, but we are now back. Well, say a fair old while. It's been about the same as it was last time. So what I just need to do now is just wait for the... There we go. There's the live. Fantastic. Just got to make sure I've got the old in the bottom left, the chat. So I've got it there. Then there we go. And there we go. Right then. And I think we're actually nearly ready to get going. Right, I hope we'll have some of the regular audience here, who we usually have. And let's get cracking. Okay, I think we need to not be here. It was one of our modern destroyers. Really didn't need to lose a modern destroyer. And we have so few of them. Yeah, this is not good. Well, hopefully we can rely on our battle cruisers to turn it around, because it does seem to be them that's doing the lion's share of the work. And I wish the Imperial German Navy would help us. Without their help, we're going to have problems. Ah well, we can but hope. Hope everyone's had a good weekend. I know I've had a pretty good weekend. Aircraft? That must be long-range UK Maritime Patrol aircraft operating out of Cork. Yeah, I'm not surprised the UK won that. They had... Oh, depth charge throwers. Enemy gains. Yeah, the US is going to enter the war. That's where problems will really start. Okay, we have an advantage in this region. We can't invade North. We can't even do invasions in Northeast Asia, even though we should be able to. We can't. The British can blockade both me and the Germans because of their massive, overwhelming force they've got. 24 Dreadnought battleships. Various types. Most of these 14-inch armed ships were built. And then things like the Victorious, all these ships armed with 14-inch guns that are fast. Well, at least Britain's battlecruiser fleet isn't too much different than mine. And Britain has scrapped most of their armoured cruisers. I wanted those boys to hold down the fort, but I think I need them back in Northern Europe. Oh, no, actually, no. They will... yeah. I think if they move, they're going to have problems. So these Marauds, I think that's batch 1. I'm going to bring 4 of these Sapphires back. I need the extra mass. Along with a good chunk of the Boki class destroyers. If they can actually manage to make it home. We've managed to build up it's not as big, and there aren't as many as I would like, but a fairly sizable park of destroyers. We've got more building. We've got more light cruisers being built. We've got 3 Gringham class battle cruisers that are just fundamentally more powerful than anything else the British have. The problem is that I think the British are going to get their new battle cruisers before... Oh, are they? No, we might get ours just before they get theirs. The real wild card here isn't really the British. It's the USA. I'm not really bothered about their battle cruisers so much, although the Yorktowns are slightly concerning. It's the ability of the Americans to contribute more ships to the British battle line. That's the problem. I think I really need to actually... On the one hand, thing is they'll take 25 months to build. There we go. And this ship will actually be convertible into a carrier, which is the whole point of its existence. Yeah. I want 3 of them. And I'm actually going to delay... I'm actually going to halt the construction of the battle cruisers for 4 months to get these 4 ships out. Because once they are out, then I can move to my other plan. You can hear me, but... Oh! Whoops. Sorry. There we go. We're back. Alright, there we go. Sorry. Thank you. Thank you, Montana, for fixing that. Thank you very much. Yeah, welcome back. So, we're not in a bad way. We've got 6 battle cruisers. 1 is fairly old, but is acceptable. 1 is the only vessel in the fleet with 14-inch guns that goes faster than 21 knots. And the other 4 are the relatively excellent, albeit lightly armed, Sinop-class battle cruisers. In terms of battleships, we've managed to get the 4 18-inch armed Sisoi Velikis into the fleet. And we do have some of the other older battleships in the Baltic. I'm concerned with the Caribbean losing our possessions to the Americans, but, well, it can't be helped. The old Rinders and Floras are protecting trade in Northern Europe, and they should do a pretty good job at that. Funnily enough, with the Izmirid class barely a year away, or the second batch of them, that should give us 8 modern light cruisers to Britain's overall 14 light cruisers. Which will mean... And most of our cruisers are actually more modern than theirs. Although most of theirs are actually a fair match for ours. Actually, no, most of them aren't. Most of them are much smaller. Though ours are slightly slower, ours do carry a lot more mines. I'm building 4 large merchant raiding liners that will be immediately converted into Russia's first carriers. I reckon if I can leverage the 4 light carriers, I can use them to win a decisive naval engagement against the British. But we'll have to see what happens. Ah, excellent. Our destroyers have actually sunk enemy submarines. Yep, there we go. Oh, now the Italians are going to get drawn in as well. Okay. So this is Prevnets leading 2 of the Synops in. Some cruisers and supporting forces. I mean, I'll accept this fight. But I am concerned. Basically because I don't know what the British will have deployed to defend the convoy. And that honestly concerns me. The fact that I don't know. Whereabouts? Okay, unknown ships off to our west. Oh, that looks to be the convoy itself. Oh, and there's the fast battle cruisers the British have deployed to defend it. Oh, never mind. These aren't British ships at all. These are American ships. Well, that's fairly interesting. Oh no, actually, hang on. These are... Okay, it's a mix of British and American ships. So, I think we've got 2 Inflexibles, which are some of Britain's best battle cruisers. Fairly toughly armoured. Queen Mary, which are slower and weaker. And Indefatigable, which again, slower and weaker still. The Inflexibles are a little bit weaker than the Synops in terms of protection. So I'm gonna drop the speed down to normal just so I can have a better command of the engagement. Because I really desperately want to keep the engagement range at about as the maximum. Okay, so that's torpedo range. You want to stay outside of that. Turn away. I can't risk a run-in on the merchants right now, not while being pursued by those battle cruisers. Okay. Again, we don't want to... Nope. There we go. Our torpedoes have their our destroyers have their torpedoes away. The British were forced to scatter into a wide arc. Their battle line's in disarray. Inflexible is being worked over. Our battle cruisers are overall mostly better protected than theirs. The only exception is Prevnets. Obviously, the Sinop class absorbed most of the lessons of the Second Russo-Japanese War, being far more thickly protected, especially on the turrets. But Prevnets is the one-off of a class of what was meant to be 3, but ended up only being a class of 1, as the lessons of the Russo-Japanese War demanded that battle cruisers be far better protected than they were when the Prevnets was designed. Oh my god! What did we hit her with? Was that a full salvo from... What hit her? Because that was a full ring-a-ding 1-2 punch salvo, that was. Good lord, I don't know what hit her, but something very clearly did. Oh my god, we just flash-fired an Inflexible. Although we're getting a little bit close for my liking, so let's turn away while we're still actually getting the better of the engagement. Send in the destroyers to cover us for a moment just while we break away to a more acceptable range. Okay, yeah, we've dropped down to 27 knots, because I think we need to for now. Yeah, that's a clear sign of a torpedo attack. Break away. There we go. The fact that we managed... So yeah, there we go. We've managed to actually... So it seems that if we stick at range, we're able to actually have a much better effect on the British than the British can have on us. In fact, the Inflexible, the other Inflexible, seems to be in actually quite a bad way. Although Prevnets is burning through a 14-inch ammunition quite heavily. Yeah, I need to recall the destroyers. The last thing we need is them getting into a close range melee with British destroyers. We don't have the numbers yet for that. Oh my lord! Ring-a-ding-ding! We just hit the Inflexible with a torpedo. Our destroyers managed to land a torpedo hit on the other Inflexible. Thing is, I'm not suicidal enough to send my battle cruisers in there to try and claim that kill until, you know, the other battle cruisers are no longer blocking the way. There we go. That's the way. That's it, lads. Keep it up. Oh, good lord. We are just... We're putting... I mean, Prevnets has just... Like, those big 14s on Prevnets are absolutely proving their worth. I'd call this a... Like, the Americans have joined the war, and honestly, they might have needed to at this rate, because the US is going to be... The UK is going to be down possibly 2 battle cruisers. And they kind of need them to protect trade, given what I'm doing to them. Oh. There comes, I believe, a... There we go, keeping the main guns pointed at Indefatigable and Queen Mary. We're continuing to pursue them as they run north. So yeah, now we've basically got the run to the north. Except there's no Grand Fleet this time for the enemy battle cruisers to run to. Yeah, I see what the British battle cruisers are trying to do there. It's brave of them. Try and get me into a slugging match, but ultimately foolish. There we go. That's it. We didn't buy 14-inch from the UK, no, we developed it ourselves. It's the Russian 14-inch. And it's doing great. Although, to be fair, only one of the ships is actually armed with the Russian 14-inch. The others are carrying Russian Quality 1 12-inch, I believe. Although, again, even now in this action, Fizzoni is suffering. Most of the ships still have ammunition for most of their guns. For now, actually, does Prevnitz have... Yeah, she has some ammunition for all of her guns. But... it's not that great a victory against commerce. Like, we didn't sink as much of the convoy as I would have liked. But we managed to sink 2 British battle cruisers, which I think is a worthy trade. Oh, that's a destroyer. Turn away. I don't want to lose my very successful battle cruisers to a torpedo hit that suddenly turns everything around. What is this? Oh, is that the battle cruisers coming back for a... They must be about... they must be as close to running down their ammunition reserves as we are, surely. Oh, that Lafore class is in position to launch a torpedo into turn. There we go. There we go. Yep, there we go. Break off the action, steam south. And back down to cruising speed, and... oh! Ring-a-ding-ding! 2 British battle cruisers sunk for light damage to 3 of ours, plus a single Russian destroyer sunk. That is... that is the second battle of the Celtic Sea, I think. And it all brings us one step closer to breaking the blockade. Discreetly and quietly, since the Italians are likely to join the war. Of course they did. It is... oh, Germany joins the war against the US. Italy is likely to join the war against both of us. Best thing we can do is to fight them out to a negotiated settlement. That's the best thing we can hope for at this point. The Grangham class have been paused for now. I'm basically trying to crash build 4 aircraft carriers by converting liners into 1 merchant cruiser to bring them into Navy service. Okay, so... yeah, I need more. I need more destroyers just because the losses were being chewed through during this war. Battle in support of land combat. That is just going to... Russian ship Zemchuk. Is she one of our good ones? She's an older Flora, but... the Floras aren't... they're slow now, but... if it's a raider, it's probably one of the more modern British cruisers. So... I hope they'll actually come and fight. Yeah, this is one of our more modern. This is our modern Izmir class light armored cruiser. Problem is, she's limited because of the ship she's working with, the Zemchug. The Calypso class are some of Britain's best light cruisers. They're really nasty buggers. And if I think I need to move towards the Zemchug and hope the Calypso actually comes. Nah, never mind. That's the best outcome. I needed the Zemchug to beat her. Morning. Hello, everyone. Hello, Raptorette. Hello, Cvix. How it war with the USA and UK? Basically, tensions. We got into a tension spiral because I was building a large fleet, and that creates tension with the UK always. And the UK was already fighting Germany. I think they figured kill all their birds with one stone, which meant that the US got involved, which means that the Italians are probably going to get involved, and this war may continue to spiral. Okay. The USA loses a battleship. And our patrolling ships have thwarted raider attacks. Very nice. Germany continues to add VP. Relations with Japan deteriorate. Oh, for God's sake, you've got to be joking! Is this supposed to tip me over into communist? Because you know the rules. If a communist revolution happens, I basically lose the game. There we go. Okay, what's next? Dominican Republic. No, I was going to lose the Dominican Republic in the event of a war with the USA anyway. No, it doesn't matter. It does not matter. Like, I'm going to have to decline those battles. Palmut Mirka, is she one of our good ones? Palmut Mirka, she's a Diana class. She's very old. But fairly tough. I'll have to see how she does. If it's a smaller British cruiser, the ship might be persuaded to... Okay. Okay. Don't see this enemy raider at all. Don't see this enemy raider anywhere. Oh, finally. Of course they're going to turn away. Despite the fact that she's older, she's still... Let's see, what ship was it, actually? Naiad. Oh yeah, it was a diminutive. She would have actually lost that fight to... if she'd actually deigned to stay and have the fight, so... Yeah. Okay, so there's two of our armed merchant cruisers securing the fortifications of the Dominican Republic. Excellent. Okay, right. So they're working... well, they'll have to work up again, so it doesn't really matter. Open design for a rebuild. Replace machinery. Yes, please. Oh, very nice. Very, very nice indeed. Higher than 24 knots, that's fine. Reliable engines. These carriers will have to serve for a while. Actually, no. Give me speed-focused engines. You can carry 14 aircraft then, which is fantastic. Use the extra weight to carry a metric ton of light AA machine guns. And then we have the Smolensk class. Why is the design not legal? Oh, ship is dangerously top-heavy. There we go. So I'll drag the first two Smolensk class in for conversion to carriers, and then the next two will follow along shortly after. Yes, I did just rip liners away from merchantmen in order to convert them into Russia's first carriers. And I will point out the first carriers worldwide. Then we'll steadily resume work on the Grengam class battle cruisers as we work through. Choose an intelligence coup, we can ambush an enemy force. Alright. Nope, I'm not gonna... No, the Russian... No, thank you. Enemy coastal raid, Madagascar. Oh, okay, the Germans have stumped up some forces. Okay, alright. Alright, I mean, if the Germans want to help, I mean, they're welcome to help. Oh, that's right, I did build an airship base. I think. Oh no, I didn't build one in Madagascar, sadly. I really should have done. I mean, this war's going to be won or lost in the North Sea. These cruisers basically just have to stay here to show the flag, basically. Although it does appear the British did not actually show up. I mean, this is their bombardment target right here, so... Like, this is where they've got to come to. But it appears as though the... Oh yeah, no wonder the British declined to show up. Oh, that's good. Okay. Oh, for God's sake! Our patrol aircraft have sunk an enemy submarine. Germany cancels their alliance with Italy as they're leaning towards our side in the war. Okay, so rebuild the ship into another Smolensk class aircraft carrier. Oh, sweet Jesus. So what do the Italians bring? Oh my God, that's terrifying. Good lord. So the Italians have gone very top-heavy as well. And Japan. Ah, the old enemy is back again once more. Looking to redress all the losses. How many times do I have to teach you this lesson, Japan? Like, good lord. How many times do I have to teach them this lesson, old man? Okay. There we go. That'll do for now. Oh my God, I need more trade There are no more ships for trade protection work. None. I suppose some of the older destroyers can serve in trade protection duty, but no, I can't. I cannot afford to... Okay, finally. The British Navy declines battle. Cruiser action against Japan. What have we got in theatre? Oh! Got some Saphirs. Capable cruisers. And we've got some Russian aircraft. I just have to hope this isn't one of Japan's battle cruisers, because if it is, we're in trouble. Yep, crank up to 26 knots. It's one of their armoured cruisers. Yeah, we need to get into a stern chase and just run. And pray to God the ship's oil-fired turbines don't die off. Run, you fools, run! Oh my God, you absolute legends! In your tiny 700-ton torpedo boats, I salute you! Absolute mad lads going in there and just dropping a torpedo right down the Japanese monster armored cruiser's throat. You absolute legends! That is hilarious. Absolute legends. Oh my God, that's utterly hilarious. 2 little destroyers and they just pulled off the miracle. It just... oh my God, that's brilliant. It's amazing. That's just the funniest thing. Oh my God, well done folks, well done. We did it, boys. We saved some parts of the Russian Pacific Fleet. To live to fight another day. Russian victory. Again. Yeah, I know. Oh, Germany lost a battle cruiser. That's not what we need. We need Germany to not lose battle cruisers. We basically want out of this war. We want out of this war with a compromise peace. Because holding out for anything else... I'm going to burn through prestige to get a peace treaty. Just... compromise peace at all costs. So we get rid of the port and broadside swivel mounts and give it directed firing for the 5-inch guns, and we'll call it the Grozny class. And, oh my God, this thing's going to be hilariously powerful. Broadside of 4 5-inch guns in small engage. I don't care how small the engagement is, I am not committing. Okay, Zemchug, this is your chance if we can... Okay, we're no longer blockaded, which is good. So, we can actually have a chance of redressing the balance. Okay, so... as long as it's not a British armoured cruiser... Wait, they don't even have any armoured cruisers. The thing is, the Zemchugs are old, but... oh, never mind. Oh, God, yeah, that's a Canada. Yeah, there's no way. Yeah, the poor old Zemchug just got a teeth kicked in. Oh, those big 7-inch guns are for an older age when that was the sort of thing that won cruiser engagements. And she hasn't been refitted. Ugh. God damn it. That was painful. Okay, Russian patrol aircraft are just casually, you know, like, they're just casually getting W's all the time. Russian patrol aircraft be like, ah yes, I wish to sweep the seas of submersibles. No, not France. France isn't in the war. Rip Zemchug. R.I.P. Rest in pepperoni. Oh my god. Oh no! Oh, for God's sake! Oh, that was prophetic. God damn it! The French are doing it as well. We need the new Russian cruisers. We need them. We need more Russian cruisers. We need more aircraft carriers. Oh, we're not under blockade anymore. So what I want to try to do is I want to try to send the Voyns back out to the Far East to form the core of that squadron. And in fact, what I'll do is I'll send Navarin with them. Navarin can face down the Japanese again, just like she did before. I trust her. Okay, Gromboy. You're an old cruiser, but you've fought tough odds before, when you should have been outdated, and you really gave those French what for. I trust that you can do this. It's a Calypso class. It's one of their modern cruisers, but you're an armoured cruiser. You're tougher than they are. Wow, the Calypso's actually running. Probably because the Gromboy is actually a full-on armoured cruiser and is more tougher than Calypso is. So Calypso basically has to run. Yeah, this is a brown trousers moment for them. Yeah, the carriers are still a year away. Although once they're with the fleet, it might enable us to actually pull off some amazing victories, because the British don't have carriers. They have seaplane tenders, but no actual carriers. Okay, Gromboy is... Okay. Gromboy's landing hits. Okay. Is Gromboy going to claim another victim? Despite her age, is Gromboy going to claim yet another more modern and more powerful victim? Gromboy's like, I'm an old bastard. That doesn't mean I can't kick your teeth in. She only has local fire control, and she's still just bullying this modern British cruiser. Oh my god, this is... Gromboy claims another victim. Gromboy claims another victim. Yeah. No, it's not Kolchak, sadly, Cvix. If it was Kolchak, we probably wouldn't be in this mess. He'd have talked to... Oh my god, Gromboy. The absolute legend that is Gromboy. Is she damaged? Okay, Gromboy is damaged. So while she's in the yard... Yes, the Gromboy shall be given a new lease of life. While she's in for repairs anyway, she may as well have a rebuild to keep her relevant. Okay. Oh, Navarin's not moved. Oh, so Navarin didn't in fact get out to the Far East. Okay, this is our area. We should have some aircraft operating from air bases nearby. We just have to hope that the Japanese haven't sent their armoured cruiser out. Well, let's find out what the score is. If it's a chance to knock off some... Oh! Those shapes are big. Those shapes are big. Yes, those are Japanese battle cruisers. Nope, we're not here. We're not here. I cast Operation Not Here. We are not here. Not dealing with that. I flat out choose to not deal with that. That is just not. Nope. 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 Nopety nope. Oh! Britain lost the Benbow. Okay, so the Germans are steadily... Okay, alright. Yep, it's just everyone... Everyone's dogpiling on the Russians and the Germans. Like... new Russian destroyers entering the fleet. This is good. Let me think, so that should be fine. We're not blockaded. Navarin needs to make best speed to Northeast Asia. We need some form of heavy unit in Northeast Asia to prevent us losing everything we've gained. Nope, not doing that. We are resisting, so give me a second. I'm just going to put this on for just a second. I'll be right back after these important messages from me, which is I'll be back in a second. Hello folks, sorry for keeping you waiting, I'm back. Hello everyone, welcome back. I hope you're all having a fantastic day, and Fleet's back from his slight bit of a week being away. And we're back in the Far East, where a trio of Russian cruisers hold the line. Although in this... Oh, shh. Okay, I don't care. I don't care that we're not going to do the objective. I don't care. Run away. Run away. Those are Japanese battle cruisers, and we are no longer here. Oh my god, those are the Akagis. I was hoping we wouldn't ever run into them. Because they are really bad news. Move it, move it, move it. Turn the turbines faster. I'm really, really glad I refit these ships to do 26 knots on oil-fired turbines. Because I can just run away to Russian Korea. Oh! We've got an airship naval strike package going out. You missed them! Oh my god, that's horrifying. Like, if Japan's battle cruisers show up in the Far East, there's literally nothing. Austria-Hungary's gonna join us in the war! Okay, yes, take the chance. End the war now. Oh no. Okay, so, yeah, so the Austro-Hungarian... It's literally reverse... We're literally recreating the League of the Three Emperors. The Austro-Hungarians are going to join us. So, to give you the TLDR, Germany and Russia are fighting basically the entire rest of the world that isn't Spain. Austria has decided for some reason that joining us would be a fantastic idea. So, they're probably going to do that. We're fighting a heroic holding action in Japan. Russian troops are bravely resisting in the Dominican Republic against US invasion. And we're not actually blockaded. So basically, we're fighting for our dear life. We've dragged in 4 ocean liners to be converted into Russia's first light carriers. We've got 3 powerful new battle cruisers under construction, along with batches of new cruisers and destroyers that take part in the ongoing conflict. The other thing we're not doing is building submarines. And I probably will start building submarines once the carriers are off the slipways. Oh, that just results in, yeah, that's not surprising at all. Oh, improved 12-inch guns. And an improved fighter plane. And it gets even better. They don't want bang bang. And again, they bravely resist in the Dominican Republic. Brave lads. Oh fuck, we lost an armoured cruiser. Which one did we lose? Poor old Cesarevich, rest in peace. Ah, an old Oleg. At least it wasn't any of the more modern units, so thank heaven for that. Damn it. And France is about to go to war with us as well. No, I'm not sending out my cruisers to basically just die in the Caribbean. I'm not doing it. Yeah, well, they gave a really good try of it. So, yeah, there we go. Yeah, this is... Yeah, we basically need out of this conflict. We need out. We need out right now. Hello, Ruinon. Emergency warships. Well, that depends on what you mean by an emergency warship. I've got a new class of emergency war destroyers. We've got a new quartet of modern cruisers joining the fleet to make up for some of the losses in Northern Europe. But there's basically very little we can do. Although the older destroyers can actually now go on to trade protection for now. Well, we'll send one of the old cruisers out of the Baltic to Foreign Station. It'll have to do. Not ideal, but we've not got much choice. Damn it. She's one of the older cruisers with the 7-inch guns. They were alright when they were built, but now they're just so much prey for more modern cruisers. We're getting a teeth kicked in. If anyone's got any bright ideas, I would like to hear them now. For God's sake, get us out of this war. Yes. We're just... If we don't win a decisive victory right now to enable us to bring the enemy to the negotiating table, we're in trouble. Like, if we don't repeat the success of the previous operation, where three British battle cruisers went, sorry, where two British battle cruisers went to the bottom, we are in serious trouble. They're French! Oh, we're in trouble. Oh, we're in trouble. Oh, the Dunkirks aren't worth much. Yeah, the British battlecruisers aren't worth... The French battlecruisers aren't worth much in this action, but the 3 British ones are an out-of-context problem. I have to use my superior speed to break away. I can't take that fight. We'll have to use our 2-knot speed advantage to just make a run for it. Hope none of our ships suffer an engine casualty. What's the earliest we can make a Russian Yamato? We can't make... We're not even close to that, and also more to the point, we're fighting it. We're basically fighting for our lives at this point. Okay. So the British ships are faster than their French counterparts. So what's the state of our ships? So Sinop is fine. Fitzinni is a little bit damaged on the superstructure, but she's okay. And what about Afron? Again, she's fine. Okay, so let's see if we can't... Now that we've separated the British away from their French allies, let's see if we can't have a decent engagement with our nice long-range 12-inch guns. And our thicker armour. This battle's taking place now at a time of place of my choosing. Nope, let's not be drawn into the French. Oh, that's a bit too close. Remember, don't lose the speed advantage. It's the one thing we've got over the British and the French in this action. The ability to dictate... to dictate the range and the engagement. Because we're oil fired, we can just keep at 28 knots forever. As long... Especially since I gave these ships reliable engines that are built to... we can just keep coming in, making a pass, dropping 12-inch shells on the British, then we can retire for a bit, and do it all again. Because we are... I'm playing a very dangerous game here. But I kind of don't have a choice. I've got to deliver hammer blows to the British. I do not have a choice. Let me just check the status of the Russian ships. Fidzoni, she's had some jams. But she's doing alright. Sinop, taken some hits, but she seems to be mostly okay. And Afon, again, some hits, but reasonably alright. The battlecruiser Dunkirk seems to want to have a go. 3-on-1 odds, and she is a... At least the Indefatigables can roughly go peer-to-peer with us, despite their lesser speed and lack of armor protection. The Dunkirks just don't even have a chance against the Sinop class. It's only because I've got 3 superior ships I'm even able to make a fight of this one. Come on. I'm sending 12-inch shells smashing through their 7-inch belt. If I'm lucky, I may even be able to flash fire one of them. Just like I did to one of the other ships in the last engagement. They're turning away, which is not really surprising. We are very prone to suffering turret jams aboard our battle cruisers. Seems to happen on a frighteningly regular basis, but... oh well. Oh, good lord! Yeah, airships trying to level bomb battleships. I mean, good lord. It'd be funny if it wasn't actually kind of dangerous. Dunkirk is probably a first-generation battlecruiser. You're probably right. We're running low on ammunition, and I want to preserve ammo for any engagements we might have on the way back to Russia. So I'm going to break away to the east. Use my superior speed. Link up with the Russian destroyer, Badaidili, and make a dash up the English Channel. And back to Russia. The Synops have thoroughly acquitted themselves. Despite that entire action, and despite some of them taking a few hits, they've only lost a knot of speed throughout that entire action. I really did do the right thing going for 12-inch guns, but heavy armor and good speed with the Synops. I seem to have created my own version of Dunkirk. Sorry, of the Iron Dog. We sunk one! We actually sunk one! Which one did we sink? We sunk Princess Royal. Oh my lord. Fire. Yeah, we got hit. Must have started a bad fire. Just ran away. Oh my god. That's insane. That's the Battle of Cape Cornwall Bank. Oh, that's a 24 knot standard. That's a 30 knot fast cruiser. Either we get more I desperately need more stuff. Nipping away with battle cruisers here and there doesn't change the fact that we're outnumbered. And short of a miracle, there's nothing we can do. Yeah, Raptor. It is a shame that TV guided bombs and airships didn't really overlap. Doesn't really help me. Battleship engagement. Oh, this is either going to go really well or really, really, really badly. Okay. Alright. Oh, Germany, you beauty. The Germans have sent us 3 of their powerful Alsace-class battleships. Sorry, 1 Alsace and, I think, 2 other very similar ships. Either way, they've sent us 3 very powerful 15-inch armed super dreadnoughts to help our own 14-inch armed ships, which are slightly less well protected. And because of that, we may actually be able to... Can add 1 ship. Can I add the last of the... Yes, I can! That gives us all 4 of the Sisoi Velikis. We've got some of the armored cruisers. Screen, support, screen, okay. Yep, scout, screen. Well, gentlemen, this is it. This is the battle that is going to decide the fate of the war. If intelligence is correct, the British should have no more than 8 battleships. If that is right, this is a chance to actually inflict a proper, full-on defeat on the British and actually reasonably deplete their capital ship numbers. If, and this is a big if, the intelligence is right. If it is not right, we're in trouble. Okay. I think we found them. It all comes down to this now. Yep, that is the battle line. That is the British battle line right there. It's either their battle line or it's their battle cruisers, and I'm not sure which it is. And how this battle goes is also going to entirely depend on how the... We're not quite within gun range just yet, but we will be. The Alsace class is forming up on my rear. It's time for the Battle of the Irish Sea to begin. It appears as though the intelligence was actually bang on the money. Oh! That's the British battle cruisers. Well, we now know we're up against the a Queen Mary class, an Indomitable class, which is some of their older ships, an Indefatigable, and an Incomparable. And the British battle cruiser, the British battleships are led by Victorious, an Erin, 2 Erins, which are older ships, and then a King George V. So there's only 1 really potent battleship here. Whereas we've got some of the most potent battleships in both, and battle cruisers, in the Russian and German fleets. This may actually be a chance for a decisive victory. And I mean decisive in every sense of the word. Gonna bring in our battle cruisers to deal with their battle cruisers, while our battleships are actually now gonna get into the slugging match with their battleships that needs to happen. Like, if we're gonna win this, we need to get into the slugging match with their battleships. Victorious needs to die first. She's by far the most dangerous of their capital ships on the field today. Incomparable has big guns, her 14-inch guns being the biggest in the British battlecruiser fleet, but they're laid out poorly and she's poorly armoured. Even if it looks like Victorious is in a somewhat bad way, and the Alsaces should be able to actually put her down as long as they're smart. It literally does all come down to this. Incomparable's in a really bad way, I can see it. I'm going to order the destroyers into flotilla attack, because Incomparable at the back seems to be in a really, really bad way. She's slowed up something fierce. And my destroyers have noticed it as well. Come on, continue to pursue them. This is a chance here. A chance we're not likely to get again if we don't take this one. Either we take this fight and we win, or any hopes of even getting a peace with honor in this conflict fall away to nothing. There we go. Slowing it down to slow speed just so I can manage it all. There we go, keep firing. I've bought the snail ops closer than I otherwise would because I want to make sure that their 12-inch shells go right through the armoured belts of some of these ships. Victorious is trying to run, I can see it. But the Erin and King George V class ships can't run. Keep hitting him, boys. Keep hitting him. Okay, swing around. Yeah, that poor old KGV. He's really not having a good time. Come on. Oh, for God's sake, from where? Oh, she just took it like a... Oh, the rudder's jammed, of course it is. 20 knots while the rudder unjams itself. Tell the battleships to keep firing. Oh, Sinop's taking a bad torpedo hit. She needs to go. Yeah, send Sinop home. Okay, Afron's unjammed her rudder. This is good. Let's see if we can't kill that Indomitable class battlecruiser. Make up for the loss of Sinop. Oh! Oh, just dodge those torpedoes. She might not dodge those, though. Yep, she didn't dodge those. Okay. King George V is running. Indomitable's in a bad way, which isn't very surprising if you consider she's one of the oldest battlecruisers in the world and one of the oldest battlecruisers on the field today. Okay, looks like we're putting the Erin down with heavy 14-inch shell fire. From what? Oh, did the Erin just torpedo us? That's annoying. Never mind. Yeah, the Indomitable is in a bad way. She's taking torpedoes. The Erin has broken off. I don't think we'll get Victorious. We should try and get Indomitable, King George V, and the Erin that we've managed to actually break away. Because at least then that way we'll have 2 battleships and a battlecruiser sunk, which I think is pretty good innings. These German battleships are absolutely, you know, they're really doing the work. That's it, lads. Keep it up. The Indomitable stopped, so I'm sending Afron after King George V, which she's better armed and armoured than, despite being a battlecruiser. But that's what comes from being a... Because I think King George V were the first dreadnoughts in the world, and she's still in the British fleet, which is helping bulk up their numbers. But she's now going to be run down and sunk by a battlecruiser. Which isn't very surprising. Hopefully this will be embarrassing enough to the RN to actually force them to come to terms. I hope. Or at least, if not terms, at least some form of armistice. You know. No one loses anything. Oh, King George V capsizes. Jesus, we must have absolutely pounded her into scrap. I mean, dear God. Oh yeah, the Erin and the Victorious are running. They are absolutely running for Ireland, I think. See if I can't put Afon between them and the Irish coast. Because Victorious is the real prize. She's a modern, fast, heavily armed and armoured unit of the home fleet. If she can be sunk... I'm basically using Afron to try and get the British battleships to turn away from the port in Ireland. That's the plan, anyway. I don't think it'll succeed, sadly. I think they are sadly going to make Cork. And there's going to be very little way we can actually stop them. Still, the fact that a British battle squadron was forced to run for cover in an Irish port will never not be funny. Remember, gentlemen, who's in command of the British BCs? No idea. It'll be some random British admiral. Gentlemen, remember this was the day that the Russian Navy sank a battle cruiser and a pair of British dreadnoughts. Oh, with German help, of course. The Germans did commit 3 of their most powerful battleships to enable us to make the action happen. So I am greatly appreciative. We fired so many shells that some of our ships have actually expended, like, Afron has expended all of her 12-inch ammunition. I cannot overstress quite how happy I am with that outcome. We lost no major units, despite some being damaged, and we killed 2 British dreadnoughts and about another battlecruiser. And rendered some others heavily damaged. Oh wow, 6 people watching. That's actually impressive. That's got to be like the highest numbers I've had for one of these Sunday Rule the Waves streams. Hello everyone. Please make yourselves known. Don't be shy. Fleet speaks to all of his chat. because he actually seems to remember to do it now. Yep. One of our battlecruisers was heavily damaged, but she limped in. And we sank 2 battleships and a battlecruiser. The Battle of Nymphy Bank. Honestly, the army had better deliver victory. Oh! The Germans lost a battlecruiser. Come on. Okay. Four more modern cruisers that are worked up. That's fantastic. Along with another modern destroyer that's worked up. And we're about to get the carriers into the fleet. And we just better hope that the addition of carrier air power will be enough to turn the tide in our favour. I don't know whether it will be or not. Well, the victory seems to have put some fire into our ship captains. A convoy attack, eh? Oh! It's Russian battleships leading it. With 2 older German battleships. 3 Russian battleships and 2 German ones. That's 5 total. Plus 2 battlecruisers. 11 battle... Nope! Nope, that was far too aggressive. Japanese Navy declines battle. Okay. Okay. So... our CVLs are in the fleet now. And they're working up. So we can send out a combined strike 4 times 7. 5 sevens is 7, 5. 5 times 7, so 5 5 is 25. 6 5s are 30, 7 5s are 30. So we can send out a combined, so that's, if that's 5, so 4 7s is, so if that's 28. 28 torpedo bombers is our strike package in total, once all the carriers are in action. Japanese Navy declines the battle. Japanese Navy okay. Take the chance. End the war now. Oh, god damn it. Hi, Defu, you were stacking the cards against you as you were not a person with historical knowledge. Not really stacking the cards against me. I mean, historical knowledge doesn't really matter so much in this case. You have carriers, lay down more. I mean, we already have a numerical advantage in carriers. The British have... the US have 1. And she appears to be a purpose-built light carrier, so she is larger. Yeah, she's the Constellation, a Lexington-class purpose-built light carrier. But even then, for all that displacement, she uses it for armour, and only carries 1 more aircraft than our conversions do. So... the British are converting 1 carrier. The Austrians haven't joined us in the war yet. Germans seem to be building some new form of battle cruiser. They're also building more Alsace-class battleships. Japan is building more of those Akagi-class battlecruisers that are so terrifying. France has completed their first Nantes-class battlecruiser, which is basically our ships but slightly better. What's our current destroyer size? It's only 1,100 tons. Not too bad though. It's given us the Grozny's with 4 5-inch guns and a director, which will be absolutely deadly in destroyer fights. We're slowly building coastal subs. I wish there was a way to manage auto build. I've forgotten. There we go. That's fine. Oh, hello. Bill Long has just subscribed. Thank you, Bill. Hope everyone's having a good time. The Grengam and Calicria are closing in on being completed. When they enter service, we'll have ships faster and more powerful than anything the British have in terms of battle cruisers. Never mind. The British have just commissioned that. Fuck. That's Aboukir. She's basically Renown, but slightly slower. She's... And Victorious was the one, and they've just commissioned Bulwark as well. Has Germany got anything in response? No. We're building the Grengams to respond, which are technically better ships, but their lack of 16-inch guns does work against them somewhat. Imperator Alexander I was my new class of battleship. But now I think I need to go even more powerful than I was going to go before. With a vessel armed with 9 16-inch guns in 3 triple turrets, with an inclined belt to make her even more effective. Again, with reliably focused engines, so sure her engines don't break down. And 12 5-inch guns in single turrets. In fact, I might even go for 6-inch guns in dual turrets instead. And then we'll use the rest of the weight for a smattering of anti-aircraft guns. There we go. That'll be the post-war Russian capital ship. Depends how long the war lasts. Problem is we're under blockade and we need to not be. So, like I said, if anyone's got any bright ideas for how to defeat the British right now, I'll take them. We need to keep laying down destroyers at a fairly regular pace to take, you know, to make sure we keep up with war losses. Don't care how badly the ships are worked up, their destroyers. We need them in the Northern Fleet right now. I will obviously work up the carriers, because not working up the carriers is a really, 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 really bad idea. Ask the Japanese how that went. There we go. Right. Okay, so most of our dreadnoughts in the Northern Fleet are actually just here to try and prevent the blockade. If it comes to a fleet action, these older ships are not going to last very long. A coastal raid? By us? I mean... Alright. Things look fairly good. I mean, it's because we've got more and more modern of these cruisers. I'm going to crank up to 29 knots and we're just going to move. We're just going to absolutely blitz through coastal areas, sink what commerce we can, and then make Billy Big Steps out of the English Channel in the other direction. Because we kind of need to. Okay, I don't know what that is, but we're gonna go get it. Oh, yep, that's the... Okay, so that's the enemy's primary hunting force, so we know where they are at least, so that's something. So that then, therefore, can't be part of their hunting force, and therefore has to be a merchant ship. Okay, fantastic. Good. So that's one merchant ship sunk. Just need one more, and we've done it. And that might be it. That was a corvette sunk, but it wasn't anything worthwhile. Well, one of our Zeppelins has flown all the way from northern Russia to here. Stop it! Okay, that's one of Britain's destroyers sunk. Well, that counts for something. That's another ship, and it looks fairly large, and it's fairly slow. Please let it be a merchant ship. It is! If the British can't even prevent the Russians from going into the English Channel, then I ask you, how could they prevent me doing anything? I didn't attack the RN. The RN declared war on me. It was never my intention to fight the British, believe me. Fighting the British is suicide. I didn't intend to fight the British. They have us outnumbered. I've been using qualitatively better ships to give as good as I'm getting. But well, oh god, those are two 11-inch coastal batteries. Nothing for it, we'll have to make a dash past them at high speed. And hope they're not accurate enough. Well, we went through 2 wars with Japan, Paul, and seized a large chunk of colonial territory, which enabled us to, well, expand our economy. Oh my lord. So many British coastal batteries here. There's a French coastal battery as well, good lord. Okay, once we're out of here, we're into the North Sea and we're fine. Oh, you've got to be... Oh, for God's sake. Can't believe it, she struck a mine. Yeah, they allied with the US and then basically decided that the British started fighting the Germans. then... Oh, thank God, the army had a good success on the offensive. Thank God for that. Okay. 6,000 points. 6,000 money. Okay, so I think what we'll do... yeah, we'll... lay down a 20-strong batch of the Grozny class. Just absolutely... yes, I do. I want you to add her aircraft. We need to wait for these carriers to work up, because they might be the thing that helps us to break the blockade. Another coastal raid on the British? Alright, let's do it. It's 2 of our Sinop-class battle cruisers and 3 destroyers. Apparently the enemy will have 4 battle cruisers. I am happy to actually take those odds, because unless they're... each ship has 50% HE, no thank you. It shouldn't take us too long to blow up the target in this era. We're going in at 28 knots. We're going to... I'm going to actually steer to the left side of the target because I do not want... Oh, it's an enemy merchant ship. Well, in that case, then we need to shoot him before he uses his wireless. Yes. Pick up that ship's survivors. Okay, so the British only have 3 battle cruisers, it seems. And that... Oh, for God's sake, why? Send in the destroyers, make the ships turn away. It's an indefatigable. Oh, it's 3 indefatigables? That's what they've sent to try and stop 2 Sinop class? They know what happened the last time they tried to send indefatigables against Sinop class battle cruisers. It didn't end very well for them. Because as it turns out... Oh, my Russian destroyer captains have balls of stellinium, comrades! Just casually annihilates an enemy battle cruiser with torpedoes, although the same thing could happen to us, so I'd rather we weren't so close as that. Let's break away to the east for now. And then what we can do is we can actually sneak in, do our job, and then leave. Slow us to cruising speed. Engage the target. Shouldn't take us too long with 14-inch shells to destroy this. Sorry, not 14-inch, 12-inch shells, I should say. Yep, there we go. Alright, 20 knots, let's get out of here. No point hanging around. Build a 24,000-ton AMC that does 24 knots. Put only one 4-inch gun in it. As soon as built, convert to CV. If we have full CV convert tech, we do actually have full conversion CV tech. But can we actually build 20,000-ton armed merchant cruisers? Because if we can, I'll do it. Like, I will actually do that if we could do it. Because we've already got 3 smaller liners converted into... The only problem is that we can't do 25 knot Sorry, 24 knot. We can't make AMCs faster than 21 knots until 1925, and it's only 1921. Oh my god, they actually managed to bomb something. The German Zeppelins just casually bombing everything. That's hilarious. Well, I will definitely. I'll tell you what, Bill. As soon as we're out of this, battle, I will. I'll crack open the old designer, and we'll see if we can build a 24,000-ton armed merchant cruiser. I am just very pleased with that. Managed to torpedo one of the British battle cruisers. And we did put some good shells into them, but I don't know anything more than that. I'll have to see what the post-battle screen says. They were indefatigable, so they make up the bulk of Britain's battlecruiser fleet, but they're old and very weakly protected. They're exactly the sort of ships the Sinop class was built to fight and destroy, and have been destroying during the course of the war. Okay, heavy damage. We didn't manage to sink one, but still, we've delivered another crushing defeat to the British at the Battle of Cross Sand. There we go. Oh, the Japanese have... I know, believe me, I know. Okay, the first two have finished working up, so we'll move the first two ships up to Northern Europe as part of the first pair of Russian carriers to enter active fleet service. And then we have another bunch of destroyers, because we really have gone through the modern destroyer building program now. And the whole point of the Vassinis is that they're really heavy torpedo ships, like they carry 9 tubes on the center line, so they're part of the reason we've been able to do so well. I'm also slowly building subs. Just one submarine a month, just slowly, steadily. Yes, I will buy heavy shells, thank you. Yes, please. That is actually much better than our current one. Thank you, Antonov. Our patrol aircraft just casually getting W's. Sinking. Okay. Yes, I will lay down one of those battleships for now. This, gentlemen, is the future of the Russian Navy. This is Imperatsa Ekaterina Velikia. And she, gentlemen, is, without a doubt, the most powerful battleship in the world. And I am not using hyperbole there. She's more heavily armoured, she's more heavily armed. There is nothing else, either building, as far as I'm aware, or built, that comes close to her firepower and armour. Did the British battle in the Irish Sea end the war? No, sadly, it did not. We did manage to sink 2 battleships and a battlecruiser, but it did not end the war. At the rate we're going, the Grengam class may actually enter the war and see service during the conflict. Can I actually design an armed merchant cruiser of that size? No, I cannot. Oh my god, I actually can. I actually can. That's hilarious. I can, in fact. That is funny. Costs 4,000 to do, though, and I kind of need... I can't afford to stop any construction I'm currently doing. Problem is, that's a massive amount of money. And I don't really. Okay, quadruple turrets, excellent. Okay, yes, I'm aware the enemy's blockading us. I'm trying to fix that issue. I can't fix that issue if we don't... Okay. So there we go. Now we have 3 light carriers in Northern Europe. Okay. Wait, what? That can't be right. We can't outnumber the British. Oh my god, is this actually a chance? Come on, Intel, give me something good. This is a chance. This is actually a chance. Gentlemen, what you're looking at here is a chance for the Russian Empire to actually win the war. We're going to have more battleships in the action than the British will, and we're only going to have 1 less battlecruiser than they do if the intel's right. We're going to have slightly less light cruisers, but we'll have 2 powerful armoured cruisers. And actually we'll have enough destroyers to actually exceed them in destroyer numbers. This is it, gents. This is it. This is the battle that wins us the war. And it's right near our airfields in northern Russia. Oh, and please tell me that's the day. It's going to be a daylight engagement. Okay, yep, this is it. This is it. This is the one. Okay, I need those Zeppelins to find us that enemy fleet. Our own scouting aircraft have taken off from the carriers. Come on, find us the enemy fleet. Okay, we have a course. 2 battleships, 1 battlecruiser, 1 destroyer. Course, northeast. Okay. So apparently there's a force heading that way. According to our reconnaissance aircraft. Come on. Yep, we've got them. We found them. That was the worst thing, was possibly the concept of not actually finding them. Just launch the strike. Get them in the air. Get me the fighters. Get me the torp bombers in the air. Just get them up. Get them up. Get them up in the air. Let's get those torp bombers in the air. Let's get them dropping torpedoes. Let's do it. Let's not beat around the bush. Let's get it done. Yep. That would appear to be, unless I'm sorely mistaken, the lead elements of this northern expedition. And it appears that the French are leading this formation. Wait, it's not the British, it's the French. And my ships outmass the French in every conceivable... Oh no, that's victorious. That is a victorious, but we've crossed their T. We've crossed their T! And the 14-inch gunships are the ones that have done the T crossing. Oh my god, this is what we wanted. This is actually what we wanted. Oh my god. And wait. Wait a minute, I've just realised something. Those British battleships have no escorting destroyers. Oh, destroyer flotillas! Yep, the carriers are over here launching, so we've got enough room between us and them. Yep, there come our destroyers. We're chasing down the French battle cruisers. Yeah, I know what those battle cruisers are trying to do. They're trying to break through to our carriers. I'm not going to let them do it. Oh, the battleship Caesar is about to have a really, really bad time. Yep, she is about to have a really bad time. Oh, that's a bit close, that's a bit close, that's a bit close. How are our ships doing? They seem to be doing mostly okay. Including some of the old ships that fought in the battles of the Second Russo-Japanese War. Some old names that might be familiar to people. Estavi's here. Ion Zalust is here. Mikhail Kutuzov is here. All the old veterans from the Second Russo-Japanese War are here. Okay, Paul, see you around. I think we've slowed up the Victorious class. She can't run away at 25 knots like she'd like to. Oh. Increases flooding. None of our ships took torpedo hits, did they? Ooh, Fitzoni's in a bad, bad way. Okay, I'm gonna break. Yeah, let me just... Okay, yeah. Yeah, Fitzoni, you need to be... Yeah, you break off. You break off, Chief. Yeah, you're in a really bad way compared to the other ships of the battlecruiser force. Oh, the naval strike aircraft have found the French battlecruiser Aquitaine. I think. Yep. Oh, this is priceless. That's it. Keep chasing them, boys. Keep chasing them. Oh yeah, Dunkirk's dying. There's no way she lives. There's just no way on earth she lives. If only Aquitaine could share the same fate. Come on. Probably the Germans are getting the most attention because they're the ones with the slightly more powerful ships individually than me. Oh my lord, that... Oh good lord, that was... Okay. Yeah, we need to cast not here. Because that seems to be the entirety of the French fleet in totality. I don't know why those forces were so far away from the rest of their fleet, but it doesn't really matter at this point. We need to break away. And so we will break away. I am going to order a disengagement. And order a no. Thank you. And order a disengagement. And we are going to break away from the action. Our destroyers are covering for us. Our carriers have found their marks, increased production for the Saarland. There we go, folks. Continue to break away. Yes. Do we have any strike-capable assets? We do. Excellent. Launch the strike. And yep, get me the other strike-capable assets, please. And... no, not there. There. And launch the strike, and let's see if we can't stop the advance of that massive French fleet by tripping it down somewhat. Yes, I do want you to pick up the survivors from the Dunkirk. In the same way I want you to pick up survivors from the Aquitaine when we finally put her down. Yeah, she refuses to die. Bloody hell! Flash fired. It's always a risk with ships that old, especially when faced with ships like that. These more modern, powerful ships with big 14s. It's always a risk. There. Aquitaine is dead. Yes, adjust final strike location towards the east, please. Yep, adjust final strike location towards the east. Yep, keep adjusting that final strike location. Yep. Okay, so Caesar's gone down. And then that's the other Aquitaine going down after taking a torpedo after all the other pounding she's taken. Mikhail Kutuzov seems to be weathering the fire fairly well and is returning fire with 3 of her... she's got a superstructure, a 14-inch superstructure hit. But seems as though she's weathering the storm fairly well. All told. While I would say we're not exactly retiring in good order, we are at least retiring relatively well. And our destroyers are forcing their capital ships to keep a fairly safe distance away. The plan now is to use our battle cruisers to force a break in the action. Oh, good lord, we just hit one of their Carnot-class battleships with a torpedo. If that doesn't make them turn away, I don't know what will. Oh wait, hello, look. Oh, what's that? It's the Russian Imperial Naval Air Service! Hello, boys! Oh shit, she's run out of main ammunition. Oh, there we go. 3 torpedo bombers valiantly go in for the attack. We need to somehow head away south towards Murmansk as best we can. Yep, break away north. We need to preserve our high speed. Oh no, Prevnets, no! That is not the time to get a rudder malfunction. There we go. Oh, we hit something with an airdrop torpedo. Good lord, that's impressive. Oh, poor old Prevnets. She's probably going to be the sacrificial lamb that enables the rest of the fleet to get away. Not by choice, mind you, but simply because that rudder jam is basically going to cause her to draw the aggro, if you like, of the entirety of the rest of the Franco-British fleet. And let me just recall the destroyers, bring them back in. Yep, they're heading to deal with Prevnets. So yeah, we are gonna get away with the loss of only a single battleship and a single battle cruiser being all the major losses we've actually taken. Is it ideal? No. But considering how much damage we've inflicted, I'd say it's worthwhile. First carrier versus battleship engagement off the coast of Murmansk. CV Kuznetsov ancestors showing Kuznetsov how shit is done instead of breaking down. And they're all just they're all converted liners as well, which is what makes it funnier. Okay, yep, we are actually out of sighting distance now, so they have officially lost us. Yep, there we go. Prevnetsu's. Yeah, that's not surprising. She gave her life. God bless you, Prevnets. You did your duty to the last, and you will be remembered. God bless you, Prevnets. Salute. 7 people actually watching this now. Good lord. Something, don't forget to like, comment, etc. Blah, blah, blah. Helps algorithm. Improve channel vision, I guess. I don't know. You know me, folks. I don't do all that self-aggrandizement nonsense. Once Prevnets goes down, we can accelerate to high speed and... Yep, there we go. That was basically a fleet action. And even though we did lose a battleship and a battlecruiser, I think we killed far more than we lost. So 1 battleship and 1 battlecruiser lost for... That is not as good of a butcher bill as I was hoping for. That's only 1 battleship and 2 battlecruisers sunk. That was apparently a French victory. That wasn't worth it in the end. Oh. Oh, bloody hell! That's a horrifically powerful battlecruiser. And here was me thinking we'd actually managed to sink more than that. So one of those ships will be renamed Prevnets in honor of the ship that gave her life to help the Russian fleet escape. Even in death, she serves the glory of the motherland. The goddammit, the Americans have a G3. Yeah, they do. And that makes me concerned That makes me concerned about what the Rodney class is. Germans are building something powerful, and they have actually commissioned Hindenburg, Prince Eitel, Friedrich, and most importantly the Hertha. But these ships are not very powerfully armed, which is the problem. I've got the Grozny class destroyers building, and I've got a bulk order of 20 on the books to try and bulk out the fleet, especially after the destroyer losses we've suffered recently. I wonder. Okay, that's fairly interesting. Here's what we're gonna do. And what I'm going to do... Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to introduce to you Russia's newest commerce raider. No, that's a silly idea. Wouldn't really have much impact on the UK anyway. A coastal raid. The British Navy declines battle! Due to an intelligence coup, we can ambush an enemy force. Oh, this ought to be good. 3 light cruisers, 9 destroyers, versus 3 of our most modern light cruisers. Okay. Let's do it. Let's knock off some British or French light cruisers. Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh well. Sometimes you don't find them. Yes! Austria-Hungary's in! Austria-Hungary has joined us. Are they at war with everybody or just Italy? Just Italy for now, but Austria-Hungary will probably get dragged into the war against everyone else. The only nation not involved in this war right now is the Spanish. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go, and that on trade protection. No BZ, no, only BZ for you. What do you mean by that, Stephen? I don't understand, only BZ. Russian ship Almaz intercepts British raider in Northern Europe. Depends what she is. She's one of the older ships, although she is paired with one of the newer ships, so in theory... if the other ship comes and seeks battle... It's a Calypso, so let's see if we can't trap her between these 2 ships. There we go. Oh well. Well, we did get some badly... Those Calypso-class cruisers are horrific. Do you prefer 8-inch or 9-inch? Depends. I have warmed up to 8-inch cruisers, just because of the rapidity of fire, but I do prefer 9-inch. Basically down to the fact that it basically depends on what's my better quality gun. If I have a 9-inch gun that's better quality, I'll use the 9-inch. But if I have an 8-inch Qual 1 and a 9-inch Qual 0, I'm going to use the 8-inch. 9-inch gives you that good 3-inch separation from 6-inch guns that you kind of need for heavy cruisers. Double reduction gears, advanced alloy penetrators. Well, we are sinking a great deal of submarines. Oh, I know, I know. We need to end the war, but we're not getting any option to end the war. Accelerate the construction of the last ship in the class. We're going to need her at the rate we're going. And lay down the second of our large battleships. Because, great lord, are we going to need them. Battleship engagement. I don't like the sound of this. What does Intel say they're going to bring? Because Intel was wrong last time. I think the game's having a moment. Oh, here we go. 7 battleships, 6 battle. Nope. That will be the British advantage. I'm not doing that. French Navy declines battle. Okay. So that sort of evened out that. 30 months. So we have the battle cruiser Navarin. And 3 destroyers. In theory, we've got Navarin. Navarin has the speed, and Russian bases are nearby. That if it's a heavily superior Japanese force, we can run. Besides, Navarin's used to fighting Japanese battle cruisers on superior numbers terms. Oh, it's a pair of... Yeah, it's a pair of Akagi-class battle cruisers. Okay, we're running. That's it. There we go. Pedal to the metal until it gets dark. Okay, they've brought less destroyers than we have. Let's get the destroyers in for a flotilla attack. Let's get those torpedoes in the water. That's it. Make a break off. There we go. Good job, destroyers. Well done. Rejoin, please. Like I said, break away, withdraw, take no damage. Lots of information about aircraft doesn't really mean that much at this point in the game. Oh. If we don't break the blockade soon, we're in trouble. We either need to break the blockade, or we need peace. I'm going to lose 2 of our powerful armoured cruisers to raid, but there's nothing short of a battle cruiser the British have that could stop them. Two of our light crew. Apparently they have a carrier in the area. I didn't think the British had a carrier. But okay. Oh, no, like, or sub, only Bravos. Oh, thank you. Bravos, okay, I get it. Had a cute little feature where you equip your... I could do that. Okay. Every time we have a chance to find British cruisers in the north, we never find them. It's funny, that. Never seem to find them. It's strange. Yep. Oh, I'm glad I didn't find them because they were led by Britain's, I think, one of Britain's only armoured cruisers. The Amphitrite. And she would have annihilated my light cruisers, so I'm glad we didn't find them. Oh, for God's sake. We need peace. If we don't get peace, well, we're basically buggered. I didn't realise the French actually operated armoured cruisers. Oh, they do. Oh god, we're just going to lose Varric. There's nothing. Yeah, the French operate modern armoured cruisers. And yeah, the Chansy's just absolutely putting the Varag over the coals. Yeah, there's nothing that can be done. Yep. That was a bit of a disaster. End the war now! For God's sake! Your Imperial Majesty, if you don't end the war now, you'll lose it all. Battleship engagement. Come on! 3 battleships, 9 battle cruisers. Don't like it. Well... This is not going well. The early success. I know half the country's up in arms. Desperate. Whatever terms we can get. Okay. Is that it? Just 2 battle cruisers and Sakhalin. That's it? That's all I lost? Honestly, considering what could have happened. Bloody hell, gents. We dodged a bullet there. We lost Sakhalin to the US. Wow, what a great loss. I am very annoyed we had to give up 2 of our Sinop-class battle cruisers, but that's not so bad. What we now need to do is rationalize the Russian fleet down, so all of these ships... So all these ships return to the Baltic to go into the reserves. The last of the pre-dreadnoughts are scrapped. All of the old armoured cruisers are scrapped. All of the older light cruisers are scrapped. Their place on foreign station will be taken by Sapphire-class cruisers. The destroyers can remain. All of the old Russian armoured cruisers are at this point scrapped. Was it our crap BCs? No. Our BCs did really... No, it wasn't our crap BCs, it was the Sinops. It was 2 of the Sinops, but it's not too bad. We've got the Grengams coming in. So it's not abysmally bad. I'm just going to halt construction on most of the destroyers, and we're going to finish them in fits and starts. Going to finish them in 2s and 3s. The funniest thing about this is that we can actually finish a lot of the building program that was started during the war. Oh well, the Grengams can't do 30 knots. It's annoying, but it does at least mean they'll slot quite nicely into the force with the Sinops. I'll build you half as many cruisers as you want. That's less range than our current torpedo bombers. No, I don't want it. Okay, I want a small light cruiser. That's literally what I want. Get rid of the amidships mount. There we go. That's fine. Why on earth would we use... Would we not use oil? Don't need that much armor on the conning tower. 4 3-inch dual-purpose guns. A few light AA mounts. Condense the torpedo mounts, but increase the size of the tubes. We don't need belt extended because that's not how it works. Incline the belt. There we go. And that gives us a relatively cheap cruiser for colonial service. That can then go and serve on those colonial stations. In a minute. There we go. Nope. Denying involvement. No agents in Great Britain. Something something, there is no war in Ba Sing Se. Yeah, the fleet killings. I know, we lost 2 of the Sinops. It's not so bad. We've got the Grengams in now, which are very sexy looking ships, and I'm going to scrap the Cesarevich. Oh, less than 8 operational battleships. Yeah, we can wait. We can wait for now. So I'm going to slam all those into... So I'm going to slam you guys into mothballs for now. And Navarin is in the Far East, so she's fine. Yep. start building another one of those ships. Things do happen. It was an accident. He definitely didn't mean to shoot that man. I'm sure. Okay, yeah, we need to start building those cruisers. Have him cashiered! Oh, excellent. We have larger destroyers we can build. Excellent. So they need to lay down 8 new cruisers. There we go. I believe the problem lies with... Oh, they're all tangled up in an alliance. Austria-Hungary. Blame the Austrians for everything and no one will notice the quiet build-up of the Russian fleet again. Yes. So, naval patrol aircraft. We want range and reliability for naval patrol aircraft. There we go. And again, we'll work through finishing these destroyers. It is without doubt Italy. Yes. Yes, pass social reforms. I want to keep the Tsar on the throne, please. Immediate gunnery training benefit. It'll cost more, but not being able to land shells on target cost us during the last war, so honestly, I think having gunnery training is not the worst idea. Yes, I'm definitely going to extend my security agreement with Germany, as it's the only reason that we didn't get immediately destroyed in the last war. No, I am not taking the hawkish government. That's what got us into that mess in the last war. How did the Spanish end up with... So Germany, what did you end up building? That's interesting. It's basically New York, but German. Graf Spee. Okay, now that's more like it. That's more acceptable. Britain. So this is the Rodney class. And... Oh, that's Sinop! She's been commissioned as Lion! That's Bonhomme Richard. That's one of those Independence class. The Italians are also building, I believe, something fairly nasty. The French have some plans for something. But I'm currently leading the way with the charge for 16-inch armed battleships. Understandably. Floatplane Scout, I want reliability and range. Yes, the Navy will be happy to man the new yacht. There we go. Continue to work through the events. Yep, budget and tension. Pass the social reforms. Bring the tensions down a bit. We'll handle it discreetly and quietly. Please do not reduce naval spending. I am trying to build... there we go. Nice long-ranged float plane scout. Ugh. Now I'm looking at not even being able to finish. No, thank you. I have to finish my battleships one at a time. I blame Italy. Range and toughness for the new medium bombers. For God's sake, can we please finish some of these ships so I can actually get them into the fleet where they are very, very sorely needed. Demand the guilty are brought to justice, even at the risk of war. I do not care that that annoyed the French. I need to get shit done. Thank you, but I can't afford that, thank you. So that was the Great War. That conflict that lasted from 1919 through 1922 was the Great War, gentlemen. Okay, the Hawk Party has voted us through more money. Oh, they voted us through a lot more money. Like, a seriously stonking amount of cash. Like, they voted us through 2 new battleships worth of money. Why are we still spying on Italy? That is a good question. There we go. New torpedo bomber. Excellent. Finish the new destroyers. Take this to the International Court in The Hague. I am not starting another war. Because the alliance structures that enabled the last one are still in place. Oh no, they're not. It would just be me against France. And I'm now the one with the advanced battle cruisers in the form of the Grengham class, to which France quite literally has no answer. And also has new, incredibly powerful battleships, to which the French have no answer. I need new battleship construction. That's what I need. Okay, so that's no good. What the hell? No. Thank you. I don't want a battle cruiser, I want a battleship. There we go. All or nothing. No extension to the belt, please. 14-inch. 14-inch. 4-inch on the turret tops. So we've got 2 quads and a triple. go. They got normal engines. There we go. Actually, it's fine. We don't have a forward turret being that, because what I want to do, I want to have a single aircraft, 2 aircraft carried aft, and an aft catapult to service those aircraft. And we'll call that the Borodino class battleship. Super heavy shells, thank you. Got our new destroyers. Our new maritime patrol aircraft. Oh yeah, we need a new fighter. Maneuverability and firepower. And now we can resume construction on all of our cruisers. And still put money into our finances. There we go. No, we won't build any of the Borodinos for now. Because I was afraid the Tsar was about to do exactly that. What? No. Higher caliber and displacement limit, please. Higher... Hang on. The displacement limit is set to 17,000 and the caliber to 11 inches. All submarines will be banned. I mean, we'll be superior to Japan. But it's not... Okay. Alright. Don't I have a second screen? No, I don't. Gentlemen of the chat, I have a question. Do we accept this limit? The final draft for the Naval Arms Limitation Treaty has been agreed. The displacement limit is set at 17,000 and the caliber limit to 11 inches. Our tonnage limit is 550,000 tons, of which half may be capital ships and aircraft carriers. Our current total tonnage is 636,000 tons. For other nations, the tonnage limits are Germany 660,000, Austria-Hungary 420,000, Great Britain 740,000, France 560,000, Japan 510,000, USA 810,000, Italy 520,000, and Spain 320,000. All submarines will be banned. This treaty will run for 23 years. So USS Montana says fuck the treaty. Anyone else? So did anyone else actually manage to get any big 16-inch guns ships into service apart from me and the Okay, Germany got one, the battlecruiser Mackensen. Austria-Hungary got some in the form of the Tyrol class. Great Britain hasn't got any yet. France doesn't have any. Japan doesn't have any. The USA has the Independence class, but that's about it. Italy doesn't have any. So honestly, I'm tempted to sign. I am the only power with 16-inch armed battleships. It would at a stroke make my battleships the most powerful in the world. I am very tempted to sign. So, Stephen Mayer says, cuts too deep, no. Is banning subs beneficial? Subs did cause us a lot of trouble during the last war. So, Brackman saying sign the treaty. Stephen saying it cuts too deep. Montana says fuck the treaty. I'm not seeing a clear consensus. I think it comes down to me. I'm gonna sign it. I only had to break up one battleship. Okay, so... Well, now here's a reasonable excuse to get rid of all of the older battleships in the Russian fleet. With, yes! Ion Zalust will be preserved. Okay, so we're actually below our tonnage limit. This is good. I think... Like, Navarin is a fantastic ship, but... she's got to go. And the two Synops also need to go. But now, gentlemen, there we are. The Russian fleet's trimmed down a bit, but because our ships are all modern. And bear in mind, France hasn't trimmed down their fleet yet to their treaty size. We're the first people to do it. And we've got the new Zemshug class cruisers coming in. There we go. Gentlemen, this is the age of the treaty cruiser. Fast, powerful ships. Capable of keeping the seas in any weather. Officially advise against signing. Expanded. Oh yeah, obviously. It gives me a chance to actually... Oh, okay, alright, fine. If that's how they want to play it, what I'll do then is I'll... spend the money on increased torpedo defense. There we go. And then what we'll do... We've got one there. One there. One there. And one there. You might say, well, why am I doing this? Well, you see. So let me just remove those boats real quick so I can make room for what I want. A flight deck and a catapult, so these ships can carry their own float planes. And there we go. That's the new armoured cruiser Nikolaev. I guarantee you the AI will try and build 17,000-ton 11-inch armed treaty battleships. I guarantee you they will. So it's time to bring the Sisoi Velikis in for a rebuild and really try and see what can be made of them. Give them some medium AA guns. I mean, the refit here is fairly ambitious, but it has a purpose. To turn them into fast battleships for service in the Far East. Against Japan, where funnily enough they'll actually be more than capable of dealing with most of what Japan can actually put in the field. Fairly easily. Because if we look now, the French have had to massively trim down their fleet. Everyone's had to massively trim down their fleet. The British kept Lion, one of our old battle cruisers. That's kind of funny. You can't put a flight deck on a cruiser. No, I can't, sadly. There we go. And we're just about to finish off the Zemchug building program. No thank you, France, I don't care. You can have a tiny little island in the South Pacific. I could not care less. We'll have a shooting competition. Oh! Oh my god, that's amazing! That's amazing! Prevnets, named for the famous battlecruiser that got sunk, won the Tsar's shooting competition. That's amazing. That honestly makes me so happy. Nope, no one else has hydrodynamic hull form, thank you. Yep, continue extending the security arrangement. No thank you, United States of America. And with that, folks, I'm going to have to save it here and call it here. Thank you all very much for watching. I hope you've all had a fantastic time. For next time, looks like we're going to be expanding the carrier fleet according to Montana, and I think that's not a bad idea. Or we're under the treaty limits. Problem is, 17,000 ton size limit, meaning that light carriers only are what can be built. But we'll make it work. Thank you very much for coming, folks. Hope you all have a fantastic